Hello student, today we are going to study NCERT class 6 Geography chapter 3 Motion of the Earth. Now we have recalled from the previous classes in class 5th in the EVS subject you have read about what the revolution and rotation is. If we take the example of this duster, consider this as your sun. After this, take this chalk as your earth. So consider this as a sun. Sun is at the constant movement and take this as a planet. Now this planet is going to take the reward. Now we talk about the rotation. So what the rotation is, our planet Earth used to rotate on this particular axis. This is called the rotation. Now if we talk about it used to revolve around the sun is called the revolution. फिर से मैं बता दूं, आप इसको समझिए कि ये आपका सन है और ये आपका ग्लोब यानी कि प्लैनेट अर्थ है. मैं आपको ग्लोब देख के भी समझा सकती थी, बट मैंने आपको एक छोटा सा ऑब्जेक्ट लिया जिससे आपको समझ में आ जाए, क्योंकि सन हमारा एक ओनली एक स्टार है. इसको आप कंसीडर कीजिए अर्थ. तो अर्थ ये आपको पता है, जो आप अगर फर्स्ट और सेकंड चैप्टर को रिकॉल करके देखें तो ये अपने एक्सिस पे इस तरह से घूमता ही रहता है. इसको हम बोलते हैं रोटेशन. और जो इसके चारों तरफ घूमता है इसको हम बोलते हैं रिवॉल्यूशन. ये चीज आप यू हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडी इन क्लास 5 what the rotation is, what the revolution is. So I just explained in the brief what the rotation and the revolution is. If they recall here chapter 1 and chapter 2 of the geography, where you have learned like what the planet is, how the earth has become, how the geographical features used to come over here, how you learn about the stars, the patterns, the different planets, their different sun. Then you will come to know about like in which direction the north there is a particular sun we have. Then you have come to know about the standard time, the standard meridian, how you have to like how on the particular you can the earth miniature, that is the globe, we have made the imaginary lines, that is the longitude, then the latitude, on the basis of which we come to know on the particular which degree our country or the town used to come from. Then on basis of that we can come to know what the time is there. So we have about the prime meridian, which used to come from the Greenwich. We have it in the zigzag line. Then from that you will come to know about that we are following the Indian Standard Time. Like if we talk about the Indian earlier, before we are not adopting this Indian Standard Time. So what kind of time we have? Like in Gujarat, if we take the example of Dwarka, and if we take the example Assam, that is in the Dibrugarh, where if we talk about the sunrise in Gujarat, that is if we take the place Dwarka, the sunrise is at 6 a.m. in the morning, and if we talk about the Dibrugarh in Assam, the sunrise is at 4 a.m. in the morning. So there are the 2 hours of difference. If we talk about the evening, the same like that. There in the if we talk about the Assam, there are evening at the time of 5 p.m. and if we talk about the here the Dwarka, it's around the 7 p.m. If we talk about the day and night, so there are the 2 hours of the difference. So by applying this Indian Standard Time, we do not have to change our time again and again, and we come to know that yes, the particular time we have this same time we have, but according to sunrise, because of the rotation of the earth, we come to know that what kind of sunrise used to come and what kind at which time sunrise won't come, and what kind at that time what kind of evening we have. So these are the certain things which we have learned in the previous chapter. Then we learned about the different times, like the things which are ahead of the this prime meridian. So they used to they are ahead the time, like around ahead a day or ahead a time, and the things which are behind, the left behind the green meridian, so they are the left behind the time. So we talk about the London. If you recall the example of the cricket match, it start is the London time, the start is at 2:30 p.m. but in India we're going to watch in the night. So India is ahead of the London times, and the London is behind the according to this prime meridian, which all these things which we have read and read in the previous 2 chapters. In this chapter we talked about this with this point in the first segment of this. With this point we have to cover rotation, revolution, orbital plane, circle of the illumination, and the revolution and the leap year. So starts from like you have all the seen the globe which we have. I show you in the chapter 2 the globe, how it used to rotate on its axis. So like this is considered as your globe. It used to rotate over its axis. This is the north pole, this is the south pole. It rotated towards its own axis is called the rotation. When it is used to revolve around the sun, it calls the revolution, which you have already read in the class 5th in the EVS. So you have the idea what is the rotation and what is the revolution, which I give you in the brief view. Now we are going to in detail what these things are. So starting from here, this book, you can start from here. As you know that Earth has two type of motion, that is nearly rotation and the revolution. Rotation is the movement on the Earth axis like this. It is called the rotation. The movement of the Earth around the Sun is the fixed path of the orbit. The fixed part of the orbit, that is called the revolution. The axis of the Earth, which is imaginary line, makes an angle of, this is the imaginary line, this is the imaginary line which makes the angle of 66 degree half with the orbital plane. So you can see in your textbook with the orbital plane, this side, this you can see 66 degree half with the orbital plane. The plane from the orbital plane is known as the orbital plane. The Earth receives the light from the sun. The Earth used to receive the light from the sun. Due to the spherical shape of the Earth, only the half of it gets the light from the sun and at a time. Yes, because of the spherical shape, the half of the portion used to get the sun and half of the portion used to get the night. When they used to rotate, so this backside portion used to come in the front, they used to get this sun light, and this portion used to go towards the backside, so they used to get the night. So according to the rotation, they used to get the sunlight and the night. So you have to keep this thing in mind. The plane from the orbital is known as the orbital plane. The Earth serves or Earth receives the lights from the sun. Due to the spherical shape of the Earth, only half of it get the light from the sun at a time. The portion facing the sun experience day, while the other half of away from the sun experience the night. The circular that divides the day and from the light of globe is called the circle of the illumination. We come towards this, the circle of the illumination means with the globe which used to divide the two times, or you can say where you one side you will find the sunlight, other side you will find the night. When this position come in the front, that this position find the sunlight and this position find the night. So we can say that it is the circle of the illumination. This circle does not coincide with the axis as you seen in the figure 3.2. You can see that this is the sun, this is the sunlight used to come over this side. We find what we find it is the night. The circle does not coincide with the axis as you see in figure 3.2. The Earth takes about 24 hours to complete one rotation around the axis. Yes, it is true that our Earth, which used to rotate around its own axis just like that, it used to take 24 hours. This is the daily motion of the Earth. This is the what? The daily motion of the Earth. Now you can see this 3.1 and 3.2. If you see this 3.1, where you find this was the North Pole, this is the South Pole. This is in the axis which we have the starts from North Pole and South Pole, 23 degree half and 66 degree half. Tropic of Cancer, if you recall the second chapter where I told you about, we have the three imaginary that this is the tropic of first the equator which divides the globe into two equal halves. This is the Tropic of Cancer and this is the Tropic of Capricorn. Here you will see the line that is 60 degree half and 23 degree half. Now come towards the back side. What would happen if the Earth did not rotate? Yes, it is most important. Think about if Earth will not rotate, what will going to happen? Like अगर Earth move नहीं करेगी तो क्या होगा? एक side आपके sunlight रहेगी और दूसरे side अंधेरा रहेगा. तो यहाँ पे आपको ज़्यादातर क्या देखने को गर्मी रहेगी. यहाँ पे कोई भी इंसान जी नहीं पाएगा. यहाँ पे कोई भी animals जी नहीं पाएंगे और जितने भी vegetable है agriculture वो सब क्या हो जाएंगे? जल जाएंगे और किसी को skin disease होगी. It takes a lot of time. काफी सारे लोग मर जाएंगे और if अगर इस साइड आपका बात करें तो इस साइड जब नाइट है तो ये कैसे रहेगा, कोल्ड रहेगा, यहाँ पे आइसेस जैसा हो जाएगा, सब जगह बर्फ जम जाएगी और इंसान जी नहीं पाएंगे, बिकॉज फॉर ऑन दिस planet Earth we need a moderate kind of temperature where we want hotness and we will want the ice, both the things. That doesn't mean we need excess amount of the hot, or we said that the excess amount of the cold, not, it is not like that, we need both the things. पर आप इमेजिन करके देखो अगर हमारे अर्थ रोटेशन करना बंद कर दे तो एक साइड क्या रहेगा, सनलाइट, दूसरी साइड क्या रहेगा, नाइट, बिकॉज एक्सेस ऑफ सनलाइट होने की वजह से यहाँ क्या हो जाएगा, गर्म, और इस साइड क्या रहेगा, ठंडा, बिकॉज कोई भी क्रिएचर इस पे जी नहीं पाएगा बिकॉज ऑफ एक्सेस अमाउंट ऑफ द हीट एंड एक्सेस अमाउंट ऑफ द कोल्ड। और वो लोग कैसे हो जाएगा, अगर कोल्ड की बात करें तो वो फ्रीज हो जाएंगे, और अगर हॉटनेस की बात करें वो क्या हो जाएंगे, पूरे कोल्ड, बिल्कुल गर्म हो जाएंगे, और कोई भी चीज जन्म लाइक ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, लाइक एनिमल्स मरने लग जाएंगे, ह्यूमंस मरने लग जाएंगे, हमारे वेजिटेशन डाइड होने लग जाएंगे, बिकॉज हर चीज के लिए क्या चाहिए, सनलाइट चाहिए, बिकॉज सनलाइट इज अ important part of the natural resource which we used to get from the sun, which is going to help us like to grow the vegetation, to grow the animals, to grow the humans, to the different creature of this planet. They used to help us. What kind of things they're going to help us? If we talk about this the night, if there is the excess amount of cold, so everywhere you will find the snow over a period of time, and you will going to freeze. None of the vegetation you will find over there, none of the kind of the creature you will find over there, because everybody is going to be freeze and it's become a barren land. Here we talk about the desert, a complete desert, and here you will also see the desert, but you will see the white desert, or you can say the cold desert over here. So for the life, for the livelihood, yes, we want the rotation of this earth, we want the sunlight as well as the night, both the things we want. At the particular, you can say the particular side we didn't want the day, and the particular side we didn't want the night, but both the side we want both the things. What would happen if the earth did not rotate? The portion of the earth facing the sun would always experience the day, thus bringing continuous warmth to the region. The other half the would remain in the darkness and the freezing cold all the time. Life would not have been possible in such a extreme condition, which I already explained. In such a extreme condition, whether one side we find the day and the other side we find the night, for all over the year, we can't going to survive for a longer time. We're going to die within a few months, or maybe take a year, but we will going to die. We can't going to survive, because if it stop rotation, if we stop doing the rotation, these are the certain things, because for the existence of the life we want the rotation of this planet earth. Now come towards the next topic, that is the revolution. What is the revolution? The second motion of the earth around the sun is called the revolution, which I already explained. This is your sun and our earth used to go around it. It is called the revolution, which I already used to explain in the starting of this segment, what we used to call it as the revolution. Uh, it takes 365 and 1/4 of the day, 1 year to revolve around the sun. We consider year as the consisting of 365. That you all have the idea, like till 3 years there is the 365 days, but in the fourth year we have the 366 days, which we used to call it as the leap year. So the consider year consider 365 only, and ignore the 6 hour the check of the convenience. Now you have to keep this in what the mathematical is over here. First you can see this diagram 3.3, the revolution of the earth seasons. First you start from the autumn, it is called the equinox, from the 21st March, that is the spring season, it revolves like this. Then you come towards the equinox we have discussed. Then we talked about the winter in this northern hemisphere that starts from like from 24 March we have discussed. Now come to the summer in the northern hemisphere. Summer solar, so you will find in India the summer, that is in the 21st June, and winter in the southern hemisphere, that is the equinox, till the 23 of September, that is the spring. And we come towards the summer in the southern hemisphere, winter. Now you have to keep this thing in mind. What the things is over here is that, like, this is the sun. It starts from the March, you will find the spring, that the autumn season. Then will you go towards the June. सो हियर यू विल फाइंड द समर इन दी नॉर्दर्न साइड में आपको समर मिलेगा, साउथ साइड में क्या मिलेगा, विंटर। फिर आप अगर आप जाते हो तो 23 सितंबर आता है तो यहाँ पे आपको ऑटम मिलेगा नॉर्दर्न साइड में, और डाउन साइड में क्या मिलेगा, स्प्रिंग। फिर आप अगर आगे जाते हो तो आपको विंटर कहाँ मिलेगा, नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर। समर कहाँ मिलेगा, सदर्न हेमिस्फीयर में। ये कौन सी डेट है, 22 दिसंबर, दैट इज द विंटर solstice. You have to give this another summer solstice, winter solstice, spring autumn. So this is the revolution, and on the basis of that, the season is going to change. Season is going to take place. Now, what we over here, like every year, यानी आप 3 years तक हमारे कितने होते हैं, like 1 year is equals to 365 डेज। तो इसमें से जो 1 ईयर जो लेफ्ट होता है, जैसे कि इसका हम 2 ईयर लेते हैं, जैसे कि सेकेंड ईयर और थर्ड ईयर, तो इसके जो 6 आवर्स होते हैं उसको हम क्या कर लेते हैं, सेव कर लेते हैं। जो फोर्थ ईयर आता है उसके 6 आवर, 6 4 हाउ मच, 24, which makes 1 day. That's why we used to call the fourth year as the leap year. Why we used to call it a leap year? I will explain in Hindi as well as in English. Like normally the 1 year is to consider as the 365 days, but the fourth year consider as the leap year. Why we consider as the leap year? Because every year we used to have this 6 hours. By adding this 6 hour and the fourth hour, then the 6 4 that means become 6 4 the 24. It make the 1 day. So that's why the fourth year is considered as the leap year. हर साल हम लोग 365 डेज मानते हैं, बट हर साल हम लोग 6 आवर्स को छोड़ देते हैं वो 1 डे बनाने के लिए। तो जो फोर्थ ईयर होता है वो कितने का हो जाता है, इन सब 6 आवर्स को मिला के, यानी 3 इयर्स का 6 आवर और फोर्थ ईयर का 6 आवर, तो कितना बन गया 24, दैट इज द 1 डे। तब उसको हम लीप ईयर बनाते हैं, बिकॉज क्या हमारा जो अर्थ जो रोटेशन करता है एग्जैक्ट 23 आवर्स 54 मिनट्स एंड फ्यू सेकंड्स उतने में पूरा एक रोटेशन पूरे एक दिन में पूरा कर पाता, जो उसका एग्जैक्ट वैल्यू है। तो इसमें यही दिया गया था 6 आवर एवरी ईयर एडिड टू मेक द 1 डे, दैट इज द 24 आवर over the span of 4 years. This surplus added in the added to make the 1 month of the February. You have already idea that in the February month till the 3 years we have the date is 28, but in the fourth year we put the date as the 29th February. Thus, every fourth year, February is of the 29 days instead of the 28 days. Such a year with 366 added is called the leap year. Now, clear the earth around the sun is an elliptical orbit. Now, this used to call it as the elliptical orbit. Notice that throughout the orbit, the earth is inclined in the same direction. A year is usually divided into the summer, winter, spring, autumn season. Season change due to the change in the position of the earth around the sun. Now, let's do what activity. Do you draw? Do you know how to draw an eclipse? Take a pencil and two pens, just like this activity. Take a two pens and one pencil shown in the figure, and two pins at the loop of the thread. Now fix these pins on the paper to shown in the figure. Put the loop on the paper and enclosing these two pins inside this loop. Now hold the pencil and draw the line, keeping the thread tight, moving the pencil along it. Just like that, you have to hold these two pins and tie the thread over this pencil, and you have to move it. The figure represented the eclipse. Now it's become the eclipse. Look at the figure 3.3. You will see the 21 June, the northern hemisphere tilted towards the sun. The rays sun falls directly on the Tropic of Cancer. As a result, this area receives the more heat. So this you can see it's in the northern hemisphere. So it receives the more heat. The area near the poles receive the less as the rays of the sun is at the sighting position, because the sun rays goes towards the slanting position towards the southern hemisphere. That's why the northern pole is inclined towards the sun place. beyond the Arctic Circle experience continuous daylight for up to how much? Month 6 months means the Arctic Circle or the Antarctic one, because of the sun rays used to go in the slanting position, they find 6 month of the डे वहां पे डे जो रहता है कितने मंथ का रहता है 6 मंथ का since the larger portion northern hemisphere getting the light of the sun it is the summer in the region and the north of the equator the summer in the region and the north of the equator this is the north of the equator the longest day the shortest the night at this place occurs is the 21st June जो डे 21st जून होता है वहां पर क्या होता है डे शॉर्ट होता है सॉरी द लॉन्ग डे लॉन्गेस्ट होता है डे कैसा होता है छोटा at this time the southern hemisphere this condition are reversed this is there is the winter season अब यहाँ पे इसका क्या होता है रिवर्स क्योंकि यहाँ पे क्या होता है there is a summer so here you will find the winter season Then we go further. All this condition reverse in the winter season. The nights are longer than the days. This position of Earth is called the summer solstice. What we used to call it as the summer solstice. Now come towards next. On the December on 22nd December, the Tropic of Capricorn receives direct rays of the sun from the south pole. Now it used to the direct sun from the south pole tilted towards the sun. The rays were vertically at the Tropic of Capricorn, vertical towards the Tropic of Capricorn. Then the vertical towards the Tropic of the Capricorn. So larger portion of the southern hemisphere get the light. Now the larger portion of southern hemisphere get the light. Therefore, it is a summer in the southern hemisphere with the longer the days and the shorter the nights. This reverse happen in the northern hemisphere. This position of Earth is called the winter solstice. Do you know the Christmas is celebrated in Australia is in the summer season, and if we talk about our India, so the Christmas celebrated on 25th December, but in the winter season. But in the Australia, they used to celebrate the Christmas in the summer season. On the on the 21st March and on the 23rd September, direct sunrise fall on the equator. Now on the 23rd September, the direct sunrise fall on the equator. At this position, neither of the poles is tilted towards the sun. Now, center of the this position tilted towards the sun. The whole earth experiences the equal day and equal night. This is called as the equinox. You have to keep this in mind. When the direct sunrise used to fall towards the equator, then we used to call it as the equinox because none of this poles they are not in the slanting position. So we can say that the earth equation, the equal day and the equal night, it is called the equinox. On 23rd September, it is the autumn season in the northern hemisphere. So on the 23rd September, it is the autumn season in the northern hemisphere, and the spring, the southern hemisphere, the opposite case in the 21st September. When it is spring in the northern hemisphere and the autumn in the southern hemisphere. Thus, you will find that the days and the nights and the change in the season because the rotation and revolution of the earth respectively. So far, what we have learned in this chapter that this is your sun, this is your planet earth, it revolved around it call it as the revolution, but on this particular axis if you need to rotate like this is called the rotation, on the basis of which whatever the sun rays used to fall over there, when we come to know about the what kind of day over there and what kind of night over there, if we talk about the orbital plane means the earth used to rotate on its orbital plane like this around the sun. So this is called the orbital plane. Then we come to know about circle of illumination. So this is the circle of the illumination. When we talk about the revolution, what the revolution is, the sun, sorry, the planet Earth used to rotate on its axis is called the rotation, but the planet Earth used to revolve around the sun is called the revolution. For the rotation, it used to take how many times? That is the 24 hours. And for the revolution, how much time it takes? It used to take 365 days around the sun. If we talk about the leap year, so every 1 year we used to say the 6 hour after the after the 3 years, the fourth year used to come. That is the 6. So 6 4 is 24. It makes the 1 day. after adding up all the 6 hours, we get the one day that we used to call it as a leap year, or we used to call it as the date which we mentioned, that is the 29 February. Then we go further when we come to know about, according to this, how on the position of the planet Earth, on the basis of its revolution, somewhere we find the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere. In the southern part side, we find the winter season. Then we go further, so we find the autumn in the northern hemisphere, and we find the spring in the southern hemisphere. If we go further, then because of the revolution on the 2nd of the December, we find the winter in the northern hemisphere, and summer we find the in the southern hemisphere. That's why it used to give the example that in India we used to celebrate the Christmas on the 25th of December. In which season? That is in the winter season. If we take the example of Australia, they used to celebrate the Christmas on the same day, that is the 25th December, but that in the summer season. If we talk about this, the equinox, like the direct sunrise follows over there. So there is a spring in the northern hemisphere, and you find the autumn in the southern hemisphere. That is used to call it the equinox, where the direct sunlight go towards this equator and it is in the vertical form. Then we find this where you can say the same day and the same night. So these are the things which we have learned in this chapter. That first, if you recall your previous class from fifth, and you take a recall of the first two chapters where you have learned about how we have to understand that Earth used to rotate, and Earth used to revolve around the sun, not the sun used to revolve or revolve around this our planet. So you have to make the difference in that. Then we have to make the imaginary lines. Why we make the imaginary lines? Because to follow the standard time. That doesn't mean if you go any of the country, then we have to change the time again and again. Like yes, we have to do that, but not like in the particular country we have to change the time again and again. So we follow the prime meridian, or sorry, the standard time of Greenwich meridian, in which we have to come to know about how the far the time is. If we talk about the London, and if we talk about the India, if we take the if you remember the example of the cricket, then in this chapter there is one activity. You can take two pins, a thread and the pencil, and take the pin, and by the thread you can bind it on the pencil, and you can make the eclipse circle. Then you will come to know about what the eclipse is. Then if we go further, we come to know about that on the like on basis of the rotation and the revolution, on the which you can say the poles get the which kind of the season. Like somewhere we find the summer, somewhere we find the winter. Here we find the winter, so here we find the summer. Somewhere we find the here we find the autumn, so here we find the spring. Here if we find the spring, so here we find the autumn. So these are the things which we have come to know in this chapter, the what kind of particular things are there, what kind of imagery line we made. Our earth is not a straight, it is in the scientific position. It used to revolve around its axis, is called the rotation. If it used to revolve around the sun, it's called the revolution. So all this thing you have to keep in mind, because you have already studied in the previous classes in the fifth. Now in the sixth, the same thing you have learned again and again what the things are. You have to keep the one more thing in the mind, the degree, that is the 66-degree half, and you have to also keep this thing in mind. The earth used to rotate, and how much hour that is the 24 hours. 24 hours, it used to take 24 hours, or in the other words you can say the one day. If we talk about the revolution, how much days it used to take, it used to take 365 days to revolve around the sun. On the basis of when it used to rotate on the axis, then we come to know what kind of season we have in the particular region, in the particular country, or you can say in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere. So these are all the things which we have covered in this chapter. That first, the motions of the earth, the motion of the earth is the rotation and the revolution. Then we talk about the orbital plane. Then we talk about the circle of illumination. Then we discuss about all these things, how the northern pole, the southern pole, the slanting position, it used to revolve on its axis, how much did it take and how much time it takes. We discuss all these things. Then how the leap year used to come into the consideration by adding this all the hours, and which make the one day. On the fourth year, we can say the 29th February is the leap year. Then we talk about the revolution. Then we talk about the how the sunrise used to come, and it makes the day over there. So these are all the things. Till now we have discussed that because of the rotation, because of the revolution, we come to know what kind of season we have, and what kind of what kind of sunrise used to come on the Tropic of Cancer, on the Tropic of Capricorn, and the equator, which makes the difference in this season. So this all the things which you have so far read in this chapter. I hope you like this video. Thank you.